Hi everyone, I'm Maria from Sometimes Foodie, and it's that time of the year again. It seems like it was just yesterday that we were doing the Lay's Do As a Flavor challenge, and there was the cappuccino and the mango salsa and the wasabi and like all those other flavors, but we were already back again. We already got 4 new flavors. It kind of stuck up on me this time. I wasn't following it as closely, and if you hear any jingle jangling, I have a Jack Jack in my lap. He doesn't want to be not in the video again, right baby? So Jack Jack is in my lap, so if you hear that, that's him. So our flavors this year are, they're kind of location based, which is new for the contest. They haven't done this before. So we have West Coast truffle fries, we have New York Reuben, Southern biscuits and gravy, and Greektown gyro. Now my gyro bag got a little beat up on the way. It's the most squished of all of them. I don't know if you can tell. Okay. Yeah, it got squished. So I have 4 flavors of chips to try again this year. So let's see. I'm predicting that the Reuben will be the best, and I'm gonna say the truffle fries are gonna be boring. Not the worst. None of these are really disgusting. Like last year, mango salsa I had high hopes for, but it tasted like a Bath and Body Works candle. And then the cappuccino was just bad. The other 2, the bacon mac and cheese and the wasabi and soy sauce one, were actually pretty, wasabi ginger. Both really good, but I thought wasabi ginger was the more exotic, more interesting, and it did win. So my prediction for the winner this year is, I'm going to just say, without even trying them, I'm going to say Reuben's going to win, but we'll see. I'm going to try with the one I'm least excited for, which would be the West Coast truffle fries. Because while truffle fries are very good, I just don't see them translating into a potato chip that well. The ingredients, there's like a very, very, very small amount of actual truffle oil on these. They don't, because it's an expensive ingredient. They can't really afford to put it on a bunch of snack foods. So I'm thinking these are going to be pretty plain. So I got scissors, so I don't have to look like a jerk tearing bags open. So gonna give it a snip. This is the wavy version. Last year the wavy version was the mango salsa. So this year's wavy is the truffle. Ooh, yeah, the West Coast truffle fries. They smell mostly like potato chips, just like normal fried potato smell. Like a tiny hint of truffle oil, like a little bit of that mushroomy kind of earthy scent. So they kind of look like sour cream and onion potato chips. They have like the little green flecks all over it and like a fine powder. Let's go. Go give it a try. Those are extremely similar to sour cream and onion potato chips. They're not bad at all. They're not bad. There's a tiny hint of that mushroomy kind of truffle oil flavor at the end, but the overall taste and creaminess is very oniony and sour cream-like. They're good, but if you put them out in a bowl, I'm pretty sure people just assume that this is sour cream and onion. If they didn't see the bag, they wouldn't think that they were anything special. So they're pretty good, but not special. I don't think they're going to win just because they aren't that different from chips that are already on the market. Next is another one I'm not so excited for. Southern biscuits and gravy. Now, I'm pretty sure they just went for the gravy flavoring, because, I mean, biscuits are just a plain buttery. Maybe there's just a butteriness to the chips. But we'll find out. It smells kind of sagey and herby. I'm going to cleanse my palate really quick with my very fancy jar of water. And I'm going to give one of these a try. Now these are like the normal fried style potato chips. They're not wavy, they're not kettle. Has little brown flecks on it. And they just kind of smell herbaceous. They kind of smell well seasoned and sagey and herby. I'm going to give it a try. I gotta hand it to them that they're very gravy-like. It does have that kind of sausagey, sagey kind of gravy flavoring. But there's nothing buttery to indicate like the biscuit or anything biscuit flavored. It's just kind of a savory gravy flavor. It kind of reminds me of, what was it? The Thanksgiving pack of chips that came out. I think it was Boulder came out with this Thanksgiving pack of chips, and there was one that was supposed to be flavored like gravy, like mashed potatoes and gravy or something. This tastes a lot like that, although those were kettle style chips, so those had a nice crunch to it. I think this probably would benefited from some kettle crunchiness to it. They're good. They taste kind of like the au jus that comes with like a roast beef sandwich if you get like a dip. It's kind of like that. So again, not bad. It's over. Nothing's been gross like last year with the mango salsa and the cappuccino, but again, nothing that spectacular, nothing that really stands out. But this is still better than I thought. Much better than I thought. Okay, next is going to be my horror squished gyro bag. Gyro. So I'm going to see. Okay. Have it open. Oh, wow. That's pretty impressive. Kind of smells like herby seasoned meat. Not necessarily lamb, but it is kind of a more gamey kind of a meat. And there's like some sort of like tzatziki kind of Greek yogurty kind of aroma too. It's pretty impressive. Like, okay, I'm gonna cleanse my palate again because I want to give this a fair shake. So now I'm gonna try the Gritan gyro. Now this one is a kettle cooked style chip. So this one is a nice crispy one. It's got lots of flecks on it. We have green, orange, brown, lots of different seasoning colors on here, and it's a bit darker than a typical kettle chip. So bon appetit. Let's try it. Oh, it's weird. They have a pretty impressive meaty flavor with a subtle yogurt and some herbs. And kind of a sweet finish, but not an overly sweet finish. Nowhere near mango salsa or cappuccino territory, but almost like a sour cream kind of sweetness, or like a creme fraiche sweetness. It's pretty impressive. I don't think that the flavoring here is as Greek as they probably intended it to be. I don't eat this and immediately think, oh, this is some sort of Greek seasoned chip or a gyro chip. But it is very good. So far, I think this year has done well in that none of the flavors that are the finalists are disgusting. But nothing is really standing out. I do like so far these three, but nothing's really standing out as an overall winner. I'm kind of, in a way, I'm happy, but I'm underwhelmed. So. It is. It's very meaty and it's very like creamy, like a tzatziki sauce or some sort of yogurt or cream based sauce. It's really interesting. I don't know if I would eat a lot of them though. But okay. So now we're going on to the last flavor, which is the one I was most excited for, which is the Reuben. Now, it's been about a year since I don't eat very many sandwiches. I'm not a big like sandwich person, so about a year ago is the last time I had a Reuben. But I do like them. I do like Reubens. I just don't eat them very often. Oh boy, I can already smell this one. That's pretty cool. It smells like rye bread. Like actual just like sliced toasted rye bread. It's pretty cool. Like, oh, I kind of like it. Again, this is like another normal chip. They aren't kettle style or wavy or anything. It's just a normal fried chip. So this is the same as the biscuits and gravy version. Just different seasoning. It's kind of got a slightly yellow-orange tinge to it. And some little black flecks of seasoning on the back. And it just smells like rye bread. It smells like a little pickly too. Like maybe a bit of the sauerkraut. But the strongest aroma is rye bread. So I'm going to give this one a try. Yeah, it's pretty good. Not as good as I was hoping. I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed. It has that rye bread flavor. A bit of that tangy, vinegary kind of sauerkraut, but nowhere near as intense as the salt and vinegar chip. So it's just like that little hint of there's something sour there, some sort of like dressing and vinegar kind of based sauce. That I guess is meant to represent the sauerkraut. And you get that mostly rye bread flavoring. And there's a little bit of like a meatiness, a savory meatiness, but it's not as intense as I thought it'd be. Because, as you can see here, here's our Reuben style sandwich. It usually has like a Thousand Island dressing and a sauerkraut and the corned beef and all that. It's a little, I guess, Thousand Island-y, but not really. It's mostly just like a sauerkraut and a rye bread kind of flavor. And it's actually, it's pretty refreshing. It's different. There's not much on the market that tastes like this at all, other than an actual slice of rye bread or anything. So, out of the 4, I'm pretty underwhelmed this year. The second I saw they were released and I saw the picture and it said all the flavors that were coming this year, I knew it was going to be underwhelmed. Because even though last year didn't have that many shining like flavors that actually had a chance to win, it was pretty obvious from the get-go that mango salsa and cappuccino weren't going to be the winners. Those, as soon as you tried them, you knew those weren't going to be in the running. With this, it's actually kind of a hard toss-up because, not because any of them are all bad, like they're not all bad, but none of them really shine this year. It's not very obvious who's going to be the winner. I think it will be Reuben, just because it's the most unique. There's not much on the market that tastes like this, because the truffle fries is good, but it tastes extremely similar to sour cream and onion. There's a very slight mushroomy aftertaste that makes it taste different. So this is kind of what we already have on the market already. I think it was a good idea, but it's not different enough. It tastes great. I'm probably going to be able to finish all 4 of these bags easily. But nothing's shiny, nothing's special, nothing here is making me want to run out to the store and stock up on it in case it doesn't win. So, if I had to peg who I think will be the winner of this year's contest, I'm going to say the Reuben just because it's very unique and very different. My least favorite, I guess, even though I say the truffle fries are boring, I think actually the gyro are my least favorite. They have that tzatziki kind of yogurt sauce flavoring, which is nice, but as a snackable item, something I want to like munch on while I'm watching anything, I think my palate would get pretty tired of this. I don't know. It's fun for like a few chips, or maybe they would taste great like crunched up and put onto a sandwich or an actual gyro. Maybe add a little bit of crunch or something, but this one is just, it's not as interesting to me. Even though I do think that Greek seasonings or Greek flavorings are very delicious and they have that nice herby kind of well-seasonedness to them, this just isn't a good example of that. It doesn't portray Greek seasonings as well as I would have hoped. And again, this is another kind of boring one for me because I had something very similar in the fall when Boulder released those kettle chips, the Thanksgiving kettle chips. This tastes very similar to like the turkey and gravy or some sort of gravy-based one that they released, which was good, but it's not something really new for me because this is something that existed on the market already. There was a gravy-flavored chip. So, these 2 are my least favorite, gravy and gyro, and then Reuben and truffle fries will probably be my 2 favorites, and I just think Reuben's going to win just because it's like the cooler of the 2 really kind of standout-ish flavors, even though none of them really stand out all that much. So that's it for today's video. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know if you've tried these flavors and what you think, and which flavor you hope wins this year's contest. I still have my bets on Reuben. I think Reuben's probably going to win just because it's the most interesting. So that's it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.